It, by the way.
We should be live already.
Let me refresh my page though.
Should
YouTube is not live. Yeah, well, I think YouTube will probably kick at 8 p.m. I don't know.
Oh, I hate the way this thing.
I'm looking at it. It's still sitting here.
Boo. Copy link. Drop that over here.
Let's see. Watching, looking at Twitch. Yep. Okay. I see you on Twitch.
Cool. We're on Twitch. We'll see if YouTube catches up. This thing says we're connected, but are we?
I just refreshed it. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I have to go hop in there and see what's up. Let me go look at that real fast.
See what happens when you get free stuff.
It's this restreaming thing, man. Trying to be in two places at once. One day we'll choose one platform or the other. It says we're live. What are we live on? This one that's upcoming. Yeah, I don't know why it goes unlisted. I gotta fix that. That's my problem right there. Set it to live. Get shareable link. And then I don't know what this other one is. But that's not helping us at all.
No.
Oh, I'm hearing reverb now. Is it from you or me?
That was probably from me. I just muted the Twitch stream.
Oh.
Since YouTube's doesn't work.
Boo. Hey, you're on the Discord audio track this time. That was part of what I was trying to fix last time. I think so.
You always try to fix everything the day of the stream.
Well,
start calling this the Biden stream.
There's a reason this week. It has been lots of craziness. There's another side project I'm involved in that caught us off guard last week. We had to go throw some axes and stuff, though. That was super fun.
At people? That's legal in North Carolina?
No. In fact, you can't even print off a picture and throw axes at that. You can only throw it at silhouettes or like caricatures of somebody. You can't have an actual photo printed off and throw it at them. It's illegal. Who knew?
Well, yeah, because that can be taken as a spread, apparently. You know, all them snowflakes.
Yep. I know some of them. I mean, I guess that's okay. It's funny because I offered. There's a buddy of mine on our team. It was like a thing we did at work that was hanging out, having fun, and all that stuff, but he didn't want to do the tournament. And I signed him up for it anyways. And he was like, man, I can't stand you sometimes. And I was like, well, I can't print off a picture, but I'll go stand over there and let him do a chalk outline of me if you want. And he was like, no. And I was like, dang, I should have done that. Chalk outline of me right at the bullseye. All right.
What if I want to go put a picture of myself up there? Is that considered wrong? Because at that point, isn't that just considered self-mutilation?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're a little outside of my realm of expertise. Oh, we're not showing the game that we're playing over here, are we?
No, we're all looking at your face, and YouTube's broken, I think, so.
Oh, well, let's go move that. There we go. We'll cue it up to be able to move to the other side if we want.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I've got it fixed now where, I mean, the logo will switch if I switch over here, but the camera, or the the little Discord plugin that says who's talking should stay the proper way. Oh, it's just tiny. I've got to fix that now. Oh,
Well, she's
not
always
one thing,
like
it's another.
tiny.
What? Discord chat overlay. There it is. I'm gonna make that big and then shrink it down. Shrink it down over here. At least you guys don't have to see this part. It gets messy sometimes. Oh no! What was that? Wrong button. I blame Witch.
All right. Thanks for letting me know that you're mining ISO.
I am.
I'm gonna go hunting.
Yeah, that was one thing I'm a little worried about with the Borg or the X-Borg Isogen deal. The protected cargo is that we have like the new awesome the Talios, right? Which is great for OPC hunting, except for the fact that if everybody gets that, then they're not going OPC on it anymore. So, gee, thanks. You know.
Well, speaking of which, so I know with the event going on right now, what is that? The despicable, whatever.
Despicable.
One of them is deviant villains, despicable villains.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
The big baddies.
Yeah, if you want to call them that.
All right, I'm gonna switch us over to the other side of the scene.
Yeah,
that's way
so the
better.
question I got is, have you been able to complete your PvP portion of it?
With or without whining? Oh yeah, I finished it. I finished everything immediately. I got a lot of whining, and I'm gonna be honest. I took that as license to go make more people whine. It's like, clearly you don't get enough exposure to PvP in this game if you're gonna whine about me hitting 2 ships to finish out a frickin' mission. So, yeah, I went and blew up more than 2 ships for sure. Let me see if this integration over here works for chat. Test. See if that comes through. It counts me as restream. I gotta go fix that. Regardless, it's coming through over there. And I don't know if Sin's gonna be around. He was like, oh man, I missed it last week when I was chatting with him over the last week, but no indication he's gonna hop on. Need to go bug him.
Yeah, I haven't heard much from him lately. So.
No, I just hear that you guys are constantly like climbing up the ladder back and forth at each other.
No, I mean, I'm just trying to catch up with my admiral.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That guy's a beast.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I know. He's a sexy beast.
Whoa.
That's why we call him the maple bacon.
It's a little flirtatious.
Maple bacon tastes so good. Mm.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that just creeped me out. Sorry.
Yeah. That's a little
Please
weird.
don't kick me out of the alliance.
Do it. Do it.
My neck. My back.
Nope. Rare form to die. Alright, I'm trying to get my stock rebuilt from where my stock has been dwindled down over the last 3 months. So I'm finally back to using my, my spreadsheet that I had from forever ago. Yay, spreadsheets.
Oh god, I remember that spreadsheet.
Yeah. I remember at one point in time I had it up to like everything I had like 90 days of. That's a lot harder to do now with the Borg arc the way that it is and things like that.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat. Especially with all the mining G5 now to keep up with stuff.
No. I
Yeah.
can't mine. I even was like, I need to go back and mine some G2s so I can scrap some Talas and some Envoys. Because I was like, okay, I haven't kept up with my scrapyard like I really ought to be. So I did. And I'm finally back to, you know. Actually, what's in the scrapper? I don't think I have anything in scrapper right now. Jeez. Boo. All right.
Yeah, God, this takes forever. By the way, your order thing takes forever.
The sticker does for sure. The sticker was like 2-3 weeks, and
Yeah.
the shirts took a little while to come in too. But I saw that you bought a couple shirts too. You got a light and a dark one also.
Yeah.
You gonna be rocking the SecurePlay swag? I get all the
Yeah,
stinking bots set up.
I'm actually gonna make those our company team T-shirts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're from a rival IT company. For our next event with I've also decided I'm gonna order since I'm in charge of three other guys. We have to do the mandatory fun stuff for the office, right?
Yep.
So I found a company that has in the military we used to have the thing where you had to go to these mandatory events, and we called them mandatory fun days. So I found a company, and I need to see if they still have them, but they used to have mandatory fun T-shirts.
Yeah.
It's this bright red shirt, and on the front of it says mandatory fun. So I was gonna buy my guys the shirt.
Yeah.
And then the next time we have to go to a mandatory fun event for the office, we're all gonna show up wearing them.
Cool.
Yeah, I know it probably makes somebody mad, but fire me. I don't care.
Took mine to my last corporate deal. Is that backwards? Or is that? It's probably backwards over here. Hold on. Let's go over that way. There you go. That took a lot more effort to set up than I really want to admit, but I like that it does that.
You just enjoy flip-flopping.
I do, because once it hits the center point of the screen, it like flips me the other direction. So I do like this weird spaz thing. You ready? Are you watching on one of the streams?
Yes, I'm watching D-Twitcher.
Here we go. So I like it. It's smooth.
Yeah. By the way, the YouTube's not working still.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
I just had it up over here.
I just refreshed the screen and it's still sitting here staring at me.
Why?
Your photo's kind of freaky in a way, by the way. Oh, there we go. Why do I have to back out and your refresh doesn't work? That's crap.
I'd mutiny if I were you.
Yeah.
I do have to go set up some of the, like, here's what we're doing and why. Because for some reason I set up a scheduled event on YouTube and it won't use it when I go push it to go live. It's like, oh, cool. People can be like, I'm interested. And we don't go live on that. For some reason we go push to the unlisted one that you noticed and had to go play catch up. It's so fun.
Yeah, I blame the maple bacon people.
Yeah, you can't trust them.
No.
Let's see. Let's go set all that stuff so people know what we're doing out here, man. Man. You had a fun week? I've had a pretty fun week in the not fun way.
What's the rating on your channel again, by the way?
Are we within the first 60 seconds? There's no cussing. Outside of that, we can get away with some.
Okay, so we've been streaming for how long now? At least a good 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're probably okay.
Yeah, so I feel like that dog that drags their ass across the floor.
Your butt
type
itchy?
of day. Yeah.
Well,
So.
we've had a
But
lot of
then
activity
again-
we've had to deal with this week. It's not fun.
Yeah. Well, it goes two ways. I will say this. For one, the career that we took is a lot more stressful some days than it is on others.
Mm-hmm. And during certain geopolitical situations than others.
Yeah. And two, the game has been fun, but I feel like sometimes there's been like a bunch of stuff to do, and it's pretty bad considering this is only Tuesday.
It's felt kind of spotty, like or bursty, really. Where it's like a couple days, it's like holy cow, and other days it's like, oh, there's nothing to do. Did they ever fix the event description for today? By the way, for Troy,
To be honest, I don't know. Now, I did say this is when I logged into
Yes.
YouTube today.
Mm-hmm.
There was a video post, and I think it was by Rev, that said Bev is borked and needs to be fixed. So I
The
don't know
new
if they're
one?
talking
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, the new one's messed up.
Okay.
The lower decks ability is not working properly, which is just
figure.
awesome. Yeah. Oh, I've got some fun stuff I'm trying to work on in the back end of here. But unfortunately, I was trying to get some stinking, videos out this week, but I had so much crap going on that I've got some scripts and I'm ready to start recording here in a couple days. But between that and not getting a lot of good sleep, like the cold snap has messed up to where it's just dumping heat on me all night, and I'm not a little guy like I used to be. So, man.
Prove it.
I actually wanted to go find the old pictures that I have from when I started this job. So when I say old, it's like, it's not that old, right? It's, I mean, I started this job 3.5 years ago, and when I started, I was 185 pounds, and I'm 235 pounds or somewhere in that neighborhood now, which, we all went through a pandemic, not fun, but I'm fixing some stuff, which is cool. We've got a cool sponsor that we're probably going to work with here soon. I've got to finish some stuff in the back end because we haven't worked with sponsors before. But I think that's going to help my situation and hopefully other people's.
That's good. I'm happy that you're going to finally get that OnlyFans page going.
Only dance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, say it right. Is this the one that's live? It is not
selling feet content all day. So yeah, I think I was talking to one of my younger guys, because he'd asked me. He's like, "Hey, since you went into IT, how has your health been?" And I started laughing. I said, "Well, I stay warmer in the winter, and I sweat a lot more in the summers." And he kind of just stopped and he looked at me. And I was like, to be honest, I said, going from a very active job from before this to what I do now, I was like, you put on a lot of weight.
Yep.
Unfortunately. I said, you have to learn to balance that stuff.
Teach me.
And yeah.
I'm trying to figure that out now. Like we're kind of, we got to establish a new normal. My job's not 100% remote, which actually makes it really difficult because of the fact that it's not all one way or another. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like the fact that most of the time I'm not I don't have to go into a physical office. Why is my ship unavailable?
Because SecurePlay.
It's not unavailable there.
Yeah, I think so one thing I've started doing, and I started doing this also during the pandemic, was meal prepping.
Yep.
Because it allowed me, and this is the thing that I had to be careful about. One of the things that talking to a lot of the people I work with, we had a lot of people that were into meal prepping because they were really big into physique competitions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of articles I've always read, it's funny, is chicken.
Right.
Well, the problem is I cook 4 or 5 pounds of chicken on Sunday. Divvy that up.
Yeah. Do you freeze any of it so that it lasts the end of the week?
Well, so that's what I had to learn. Chicken, after like 3 days in the fridge, even though it is in a container and isolated and all that, man, it looks slimy. It's chewy. It's just not.
Seasoning is your friend.
Well, you got to be careful because, like, for my case, as I've had heart issues.
Oh yeah.
I really love the salt.
I like hot
but
stuff.
I'm also
Sriracha is my go-to.
Yeah.
Who's in chat hanging out with us? What's your favorite seasoning to put on chicken, or favorite thing to pair with it, so that you're not just eating bland, plain, boiled chicken all day long?
God, yes, please.
Let's help out Welch. I like sriracha. That's one of my favorites. That and like some Cajun seasoning. I love some Cajun stuff.
And by the way, Hershey's chocolate syrup does not go well with chicken. I found that out the hard.
No, I wouldn't imagine that it does. I need to go make sure they don't have chat like locked down or something stupid again, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
fun.
is there anybody
got
watching?
people.
Or are we just talking to ourselves?
Yeah,
I see
we just don't
Maple.
have any chats. Like everybody's busy doing something else. They're folding laundry or something.
Good God.
They're cooking chicken right now. They can't chat.
As long as it's not fish, I'm good with that.
You don't like fish? I love fish, man.
No. So I like fish, but the one thing that you never do with fish is, and we found this out from one of our employees, and this is going to go to the rating. Who in the right damn mind microwaves fish in a office microwave?
Oh man, that makes it smell awesome in there. Might as well just open up a can of tuna and let it sit there all day.
At least the can of tuna is bearable. I eat tuna. I'm not like a cat or anything, put the can down, I'll get on all fours and eat it. But I mean, it's actually pretty good.
Yep. I gotta set this thing up to be able to clip some stuff. I gotta get some more sound bites like we were getting before. You guys are rich in sound bites. Sin says he is helping somebody across town right now, but he will try to make it when he gets home, so he might miss you.
Whatever.
I know. How's the Picard been going? You been binging it to get caught up yet?
As soon as I get some bearable time, I sat down to watch episode 3, season 1, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I woke up and it was season 2, episode 1. So I think somehow I sucked it in.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch anything. So.
Oopsie.
Yeah. Now I will say this is because I've seen the clips. I've watched 1 or 2 clips on YouTube. You know how YouTube's like, "Hey, you're going to be interested in episode or season 3, episode 6 clip or something like that." So
yeah.
I have kind of spoiled myself to some of that stuff.
Man, I can't wait for this week's episode. I say that every week, but I really can't. Like,
yeah, you still got the wife watching it with you?
No, she was watching Discovery with me. She hasn't been watching Picard. And I really need to have her go watch the first season of Strange New Worlds because that's coming back around, and I think she will love that. If she liked Discovery, she'll love Strange New Worlds, I'm pretty sure. I could be way off base, but I think I know my wife okay. And I think she'll really enjoy Strange New Worlds. What is this ship unavailable garbage? I'm going to have to close this and reopen it.
Yeah,
I finished my last Mantis coin today, but no.
I enjoy Strange New Worlds. I'm actually, and here's what's funny is I used to watch Star Trek stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm 43 years old, going back and watching the old Star Trek stuff, the original TNG, the Deep Space Nine, even Enterprise.
Yep.
And the original Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how the hell did I find that interesting and entertaining?
When that was all that you had, like that's the thing too, is you can't really knock older stuff because
a
lot of stuff is built on iterations of that. Like we've improved on that model, in some cases improved, not always, on that model over the past, since
decade.
TOS, that's the end of the 60s. So that's 60 years that we've been improving on, or 50 years at least that we've been improving on what they did.
Now I will say what's funny. So, God, what was that? Was that Sunday?
Sunday.
Or Saturday.
Sunday. Why are you over there?
It was either Saturday or Sunday morning. I was sitting here, doing my morning routine.
Mm-hmm.
6 cup of coffee and like 3 hours of gaming before having to do chores. And
did you say 6 cups of coffee?
Yes.
Woo.
You got to wake up.
I do half calf now. There's a story. I got to tell you this. It's going to be awesome, but you go, and then I want to tell you my caffeine story.
But while I was playing Star Trek Saturday morning, I was sitting here watching the original Star Trek, the motion picture. and had to laugh the whole time that movie was going.
Yeah.
Just because I think back then it's like, oh my god, this is going to be the next biggest thing. But now, seeing what's changed in Star Trek for all those years.
Yep.
But the whole time I'm sitting here playing the game, I'm kind of thinking of running some of the missions, and I couldn't help it, but being a dork and reading out loud the story, but doing the William Shatner re-emphasis every other word. So, or I was just tired, one of the two. But
maybe that. Maybe you didn't have enough caffeine.
I think it's just because it's one of those. It's first thing in the morning, and you're trying to entertain yourself before anybody else wakes up.
Yeah, I've got to make a decision. Like, we're trying to figure out at work if it's feasible for us to do like an early shift, late shift. Right now, we all work the same hours. And there's some things that are okay with that, and some things that it's like, okay. With my family dynamic right now, my kid's not in school yet. My wife's stay at home. We like it that way. But when I get up early, I wake everybody else up in the house, even if I'm not trying to. It's just, it happens. And, well, either I wake up everyone else in the house, or I wake up just my child, who's constantly like, Daddy, can you give me some cereal? Daddy, can you do this? Daddy, I need to, pick out some clothes and all this stuff. Or she just wants attention, which is totally okay. But if Mama didn't get enough sleep, Mama does a lot during the day. She needs that sleep. So if she's not on board with we're getting up early, then like the first 2 hours of my workday, I've had to actually lock my door sometimes and keep an ear out, because I was in the middle of presenting on a work call, and my kid just opens the door and comes in, and she's like, Daddy, wipe my butt. And I'm like, oh my God.
Nobody can be mad. You gotta admit that.
I was like, this is dad life. But Now,
I will say this. So with our company, we're a lot flexible, but we're also spread between 2 different time zones, but we have clients in 3 different time zones.
Yep.
So we have to be able to cover from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time? Yeah. So we've actually got shifts split up. So we have one group of people shows up at 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then there's a few people that show up at 8 to 5. And then we have, I think, 2 or 3 that show up from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. So we have personnel that cover that whole 12-hour shift.
Yep.
And I know that with my team, they're like, how are you guys going to handle this? And I was like, we all work from 8 to 5, and then we'll just rotate to who keeps up with the chats until 7 p.m. And then we go on our on call. And then we go to an on-call session from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Because my team dynamic is 1 single guy, 3 married, 2 guys have kids, 1 guy does not. And I've asked before, like, hey, do we want to split this up? Because I try to be democratic. And a lot of my guys are like, nope, because nobody wants to take the late shift.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. The other guy on my team wants to be like way earlier than we are, and I would be okay right now, of course. I would be okay being like, even a 10 to 7 is fine with me. Part of that is I am way more productive in like between 11 and like 2 a.m. is like some of my most productive time. I am just naturally a night owl. It is painful for me to try to become an early bird. I can do it if I have to, but it takes way more discipline. So that was perfect time when I was trying to stick to a schedule like that. I could get away with it, but the issue is like that when I'm being really heavy into YouTube stuff and getting it all put out there, that's usually when it happens. It's between like 10:30, 11 o'clock until like 2 o'clock, or sometimes later, which is the worst thing, is that then it causes, like, wreaks havoc on everything else. My diet gets messed up. I don't sleep really good and all that stuff. And it's like, dang it. So I'm trying to figure out if I can do Either make a change there or just have to figure out how to get the whole family on board with we got to get up earlier, you know? Because right now it's like roll out of bed and go straight to work.
Yeah.
Which is not healthy.
I know that's what was happening during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally I'd get up at 6:45. Wash my face, make a cup of coffee, walk the dog real quick, and then I was logging into the computer system by, 7:10, 7:15.
I started doing it and it's been working really well for me, but,
Yeah.
mileage may vary. I saw something from Andrew Huberman about waiting between 90 minutes and 2 hours after you wake up and then having your caffeine. And instead I'll drink 2 cups, or I guess 2 bottles of water, basically. So 32 ounces, really, since a normal bottle of water is about 16 ounces. So I'll do an entire thing of this over 2 hours, and then I'll go make a cup of coffee, and I don't crash. I feel pretty good all day long. Actually, in some cases, I feel too good. Like I stay up way later than I ought to because I feel so good. It works really well. Is this somebody else going for that? I don't care. I don't need any.
Yeah, I started doing the... when I wake up in the morning, I have either some apple juice or orange juice because it sounds fruity, but I drink the more natural stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit better on the natural sugars of it.
The older I get, the more I realize that I think I've always been a hippie and didn't know it. I'm like organic. I want the natural stuff. I want all that.
Yeah.
Except for my sweets. I want my sweets to be concocted. I prefer food that is grown, and desserts that are crafted, like engineered.
Yeah, which thanks for reminding me. I got a honey bun today.
Yeah, those are tomorrow of engineering.
So tomorrow I plan on having a honey bun sandwich with a sausage patty, a few strips of bacon.
Wait. Weren't you the guy telling us about I can't do that much salt on my chicken, but I'm going to do a honey bun sandwich?
Yeah, that's sugar. That's not salt.
Okay. You're just trying to balance one problem. I've got this problem. Instead of trying to work on that, I'd rather get an equal opposite problem.
Well, Wednesdays are like my heavy meeting days.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to have a heart attack, it's going to be on a Wednesday. And I'm going to make sure it's on camera too.
Man, so there's 2 things I've done to try to get back to working out again, and they're on the opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm swimming, like a couple days a week with the family, which is awesome.
That's good.
And the rest of the time, I am jumping rope. So it's like the least high impact thing that you can do and the most. And it's weird because I used to jump rope a bunch when I was like I have friends that are boxers. I didn't like getting punched in the face or really in the gut even, man. Some of these guys, like, oh, like I used to go watch them fight MMA and I was like, I'll go work out with you. But I prefer not to get punched in the face if I haven't had any alcohol. So I used to work out with them and I loved like a speed bag and a jump rope were 2 of my favorite things on the planet.
Yep.
I don't have the speed bag anymore. I wouldn't have anywhere to put it in here even. But I do have the jump rope. I went and got me one. I got me a cool, like, wooden handled leather old school jump rope and go use it on the asphalt. So that thing is about to just like, it'll be like a trophy for me once it's just grinded out to where like it actually like grinds it in 2, and I'll just hang that sucker on the wall.
That's good.
Well,
I mean, I've started, I go out for walks, which is funny because first thing in the morning, there's this old couple that's out walking their dog at about
don't call us that
5:30, 5:45.
Yep.
And I've actually started walking with them.
Oh, cool.
I love it because we talk and everything, but they're not like that typical old couple walking where they got like the little weights and they want to power walk. They just want to nice, relax, first thing in the morning type
roses,
thing.
Right?
I wouldn't even say that. The husband, when I was talking with him, because I didn't go this morning, yesterday. I was
For
like, because I had asked, I was like, why do you do the early morning? He's like, well, because it's still dark outside, and if she dies, I can just push her in the bush and then go back to bed.
She's dragging me out of the dang bed.
But I was like, well, at least you got something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And
you do you.
I mean, they've been married for 47 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he said it's just cheaper to keep her than get rid of her now. So, but otherwise, so have you heard about with these new on the security side of the stuff, the new White House directives
pertaining to the big spend on the cybersecurity front?
Yes.
Yeah, I have not paid a lot of attention to that, unfortunately. I've been in my bubble at our company. We've had a lot of stuff that's most of the time we can keep our eyes on everybody else, but lately we've had a lot of stuff going on that we've kind of had to put our attention towards. Where like everything's okay, but if we're not on it, it won't stay that way, which is kind of the way it always goes, but more so than usual.
I've been more proactive with it because part of that directive now is for if you're at a MSP or IT support for clientele, you're actually the one's going to be held liable for incidences that happen within your clients.
Well, there should be a lead time on that too. Stewie just said directives for the White House. Is that solo or group armada? It's a group when everything's good, and it's a solo if you mess up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Steve, man, I didn't even realize you were over the side. But yeah, I find it interesting because I work with our compliancy guys a lot. Probably way more than I want to.
Don't worry, they probably feel the same way.
No, they do. Especially with what I do, my team's supporting or doing security services for clients. And our compliancy guys are the ones that are actually reviewing compliancy reports, HIPAA reports, things like that for cybersecurity insurance and things.
Yep.
And my compliancy guys, it's hilarious because I love them to death. And they're like, hey, can we get a verification on, does this client have this and this client have that? And I'm like, I'm just going to give you read access.
Right.
And they're like, no, we can't have that.
We need least privilege.
To answer. Yeah.
Separation
they're like, we need to see this. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, like, I can't stop everything I'm doing where you can just log in and run the report yourself and have it emailed to you. And they're like, well, if we're not asking you to do this, then how do you know if we love you or not? And I was like, easy. You're not asking me to do shit. I said, it's kind of like a marriage. So, but
yeah,
such is life in this world.
Yep. I get that a lot from my wife. She's like, are you in the kitchen? Can you do blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I will. I'll get up and go do that if you want.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, MSP work is going to be a lot more fun than it already is. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. I will say for one thing, if anybody's ever getting into IT, if you want to, like, what I told somebody once was, I had a guy's like, if I was to get into IT today, not just security, IT today, where should I start at? And I said, start with working for a company that you only support that one company, because it gives you a good baseline. And he was like, okay. And I said, then you can move into the MSP type market. So I told this to a guy probably about 6 years ago. It was about time I got into IT. And I've actually bumped into him once or twice. And he works for an MSP. And I asked him how life was treating him. And he's like, well, I've learned one thing. And I said, what's that? He goes, I hate IT. And I said, why do you hate IT? He goes, because I work for an MSP. He's
Well,
like, life is so much easier when you have one client to worry about. That's it.
yeah. MSPs are, well, they're tough on both sides. If you're in an MSP, they have their own challenges, of course. And then
Yes.
if you are shopping for an MSP, because that's what happens a lot of cases, it takes forever to find a good one. And then once you have a good one, you're like, oh my gosh, what do we have to do to keep them?
Yes.
Because like 90% of MSPs are garbage, whether that's because they've always been garbage or because they tried to cut costs and whatever and became garbage.
Or the other one is when you get into the financials of, unfortunately, hey, we need to up our charges because of the changing market to provide you better services.
Right.
And then the client's like, well, in that case, I'm going to go look for somebody else.
Yep.
And then you have salespeople at that point going, what can we do to get them to stay by providing them
Extra value.
Yeah. So
Stewie Do is wondered who's on voice. Yeah. Well, it's just hanging out with us tonight. And then Sin is supposed to, well, he might be able to make it. He's got something else going on. The Tuesday time slot's been hard on Sin.
Is today Tuesday?
Yeah. We're doing the Tuesdays. It'll be nice once we have an arc fall that we can do. And then, of course, we can go look at all the Patch Tuesday stuff, which is always just... I remember when it used to be like, oh, Microsoft announced 3 new patches, and now it's like 115 patches, 90 of which are critical or whatever. It's crazy.
Or you just... See, the bad part is I don't even talk about Patch Tuesdays anymore. I just wait till Wednesday, the nightmare day. Yeah. Thursday was... I take it back. No, Thursday was patch day for us.
Yeah.
Because we walk in the office on Friday morning, and it was like everything was on a fire because a single patch destroyed everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of like the officer tool. So.
The officer tool?
Yes.
Let me get repair. Do this real quick.
I didn't realize it. Is Stewie in IT as well? I think we've talked to him once or twice in the past, but I can't remember.
All I know is Stewie's in the business of getting super worn out working on all this stuff. Yeah, he says he is. Ironic how things change. I'm not at a place where I would not go back to supporting a single company and prefer working for a provider that supports a few. Yeah.
I know I've enjoyed working for an MSP because I think I've learned a lot more in a shorter amount of time. But
MSP is a good place to cut your teeth for IT, so that you understand. Like almost everybody, pretty much everybody who is ever in IT should go spend some time in a help desk too. Like you need to understand what those people go through, and
oh dear God, yeah.
So you have a little sympathy when you deal with them. I wouldn't trade my time on the help desk. There were some days that I was like, I should just quit.
Yeah, we actually had I think he was considered a CEO at the time. He couldn't understand why our help desk people were rotating so often, right?
I don't have any of those for you, Orange. I do have these coordinates for you, though.
Come on, feed him 1 or 2. But we had a CEO that decided to go do help desk, and he has some basic knowledge in IT, and they actually recorded the session he did.
Yeah.
For the whole 2 hours he was there. And wow. He's like, the one thing I have actually learned, we don't pay help desk people enough money.
Yeah.
Because you guys take the blunt of everybody's anger and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope. It's like your HR people that answer the phone for complaints in your satellite locations. Yes. Every day they don't quit, they deserve a cookie.
Yeah.
Free cookies for all IT people.
Yeah, and if I ever hear anybody of, hey, we're going to do something to help things out and we're going to do a pizza party, that's going to be the one person I want to punch.
Yeah, so, the one person?
Yeah. I took my guys out today I take them out like once a month for lunch.
Yeah.
And I let them choose where we're going to go. Last month, I took them all out to eat. One of the guys was like, hey, let's just go to the mall. And I felt like that parent because I had to walk around each one of the little food places with them. And I had to, when I turned in the receipts for my billing, of why do you have 5 receipts for 5 different places?
Well, because IT people are hard to please.
Yes. Today we all went and ate at a place called Drake's here in Knoxville. So
hey, Tiberius, coming in with a raid. We've got some people coming to hang out right now.
Nice.
Some new followers. Thank you all for the follows. It helps a lot. We're discussing beard grooming tonight. Hold on, where's that?
That sounds like a good topic.
There we go. I need to get, instead of just a pick, I just got the wooden. I'm looking at trying to make my own. See, that's part of that. I think I've always been a hippie and I didn't know it. Like, I'm trying to build my own, or I guess craft my own, like 2-3 ingredient beard oil for different purposes. I think I'm getting close. It's gonna be olive oil based, but it just depends on what we're trying to use it for. But you know, hey, what's up, Southpaw Funk? We've had some other people. Who's that? That is the weirdest dark blue font there. Let's see if I can tell who that is there. Deathkill37. Thank you for the welcome back. It's good to be back. Honestly, this is a really good time to come back into the game. Sinup and I were talking earlier this week about how, was it about 6 months ago, we did the video, the infamous video, on why the game was collapsing in the state that it was in and everything was on fire. And we feel like we're almost like in the complete opposite direction right now, where a lot of the feedback that they got, things are slow to adopt and stuff like that. Of course, there's still things that aren't perfect. Away team failed. No. And all that. But, man, my dailies are way easier. I have more time to go blow up people now. Let me go start this armada for these guys. Head that way. I love this alpha. What's this dog? I had to show my wife this was an actual thing from TOS. She's like, is that a dog they just put some stuff on? I'm like, yep. That is TOS era.
I'm still running around repping number 1.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'll get it tomorrow or the day after. So I did the transwarp conduit behind it. Looks kind of interesting. What was that one called? Alpha 177K9. There it is. My wife was like, no way. And I had to show her that. She's like, it looks like a little lion. I'm like, okay.
Well, that's the point, I think. Yeah, God, what was it? So...
I agree with you, Orange Cruel there. The maybe they will adapt before they start losing players next time. That's I actually spoke with one of the developers a little bit. Like, I'm not in a program, I can't do anything official, but they were like, it just takes, yeah, Unicorn Dog. It just takes so long in game development, especially when, like, they had a lot of feedback. I think part of the fact that we haven't had another incursion in how long is they're listening to feedback.
Yeah.
Especially negative stuff. So unfortunately, there's probably going to be ebbs and flows. We're in a good point right now, but I'm sure it won't take too long, and like we'll ride this wave for a little while, and people will start to get lagged, and they'll lose some more players and make some decisions we don't like, and send out record numbers of compensation chests again, and you know, the cycle will continue.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, they ran one and it broke, so they dumped it again.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey,
I'm still waiting for the whole G6 thing to finally come available.
Like a G6. Yeah, you are. I am so far from that. I finally feel like I'm almost a G4 player now. Like, I was so far behind sprinting up here, and I don't want to move. I love when I go look at my power level to somebody who's like who was around my power before I took my little break, and I see them at like 44, 45 ops level, and their power is still less than mine, and I'm like, don't move too fast.
Well, excuse me. Part of the reason I say that is, if I want to do any spending, it's
Hey, if you want to do spending, you want to buy me Tal? I'll take Tal. He sounds awesome.
We're not married, so no, I can't support your habits.
Not into polygamy these days.
All the packs I need to buy now are at the 6-star stuff, and there's no point in buying them because the points don't count to anything I need to do. So until they make 6 available, you can't. There's no reason to buy.
But once they do, once they do, people will go dive headfirst into another tangled mess.
Hey, if they decide to also do the faction sell again, and they do it at an ops level 60, hey, I've got $600 right now. I can blow. Let's do it. So,
yeah, I guess.
But with the changes, I will say though, is I think we talked grinding has changed a lot. And
man, how fast are you guys getting your dailies done now? Have you got your Xborg to the point that you're getting stuff done like ridiculously fast?
Yep, I do the 6 Xborg, 51 and above, and I've knocked out, what is it? Some of the faction pieces, the swarms. So within a matter of 20 to 30 minutes, I think 15 or 16 dailies are done.
See, I love that. Mining is optional again. My miners are better than they were. You can even so for some reason I'm stupid, and I'll own it. I took first place in that what was that SLB for the Borg reputation, the X-Borg reputation. So I got like, what was it, like 4,500 something like that X-Borg rep at once. So I haven't bought anything in the game, and I'm up to 8,300 points right now, which is pretty good. Except for the fact that because I haven't bought anything, I don't have any Xborg credits to use any of this rep that I have. So it's like, hey, here's what it would look like, and here's how much it costs, and you're nowhere near being able to get it. So have fun with that. So I can look in here like I bought one of the packs, but I don't have the credits to be able to do anything with it. It's kind of fun. But now that I've got Romulan sweep, Klingon sweep done, I'm working on trying to get my Katinga. It'll be the last one of the 42 ships I get, the G4 uncommons. And then I will be sitting pretty at 43 for a long time until I have pretty much everything I need to go build a Pilum at 46, and then I'll make the move up. And then camp again, probably 47-ish. But
that's good.
But pretty much until I run out of research to do, buildings are getting there. It's just that the guns are the thing that's the biggest for me to have to worry about, because gas. And I like my Valdor, so I don't have a lot of gas to spare. Yeah, take 7 kills, 8 kills. You gotta get your 1 billion strength faction ship. Spending on the Xborg stuff saved the game for me. Love finishing my dailies in 7 kills. That's 7 NPC kills.
Yeah. Now, one thing, I was talking with a lower level player last night. And I think it was just because we're both grinding in the same space for that Romulan event. But we were talking about the Xborg daily piece, and he was asking me, what I run on my ships. And of course, I run Spike, Cal, and Giorgio. And I can knock out 51s and 52s interceptors in 5 rounds.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's nice because it's like I'm not even halfway through health. And you've knocked out more than half your dailies. Whereas back in the day, you'd work on your dailies throughout the full day. I know on our server on 63, a lot of us would cross paths in Borg space or swarm space, because that's usually the first thing we're doing is flying around hitting swarms. Before, while we're having morning coffees and stuff like after you sent out your miners and things. So I think SecurePlay's done good with adding the Xborg to help your daily events out. So then, you know, you can essentially collect them after lunch if you wanted.
Yep.
But
I do like that. Like I used to have like, oh, here's my morning time, here's my afternoon time, so that I could do it after the reset. And I've got so many of the like 12-hour shields stored up that now it's like if I don't want to do anything in the morning, I'll just go check my shield and whatever, go on with my day, and then check it after lunch. Like it's, how long does it take to go get your 7 or 8 kills over in freebooter space, right? It's like the hardest part of that is when you've got 4 or 5 other ships like yours that have to go after the same ones because you're using Strange New Worlds crews and stuff. So, or whatever I don't know what you guys are using in the 50s, but for me, it's the Strange New Worlds crew on Evaldor. So I look for the 43s because they still get it done for me right now. The 43 interceptors, which is fine when people are after the 40 interceptors and people have their battleships out there going after explorers. It's really funny too because I know for a fact what happened to somebody who blew themselves up earlier in that space is that 2 of the hostiles were right on top of each other, and this was a battleship that thought it was attacking the explorer, but I saw it up there hitting my level 43 interceptor, and I was like, oh, you're dead. And right underneath it was the level 43 or like 40 explorer, and yeah, they turned into space confetti, and I was like, everybody's done that at least once. It would be better when they code the one other faction daily to also count for the freeloaders. 100% agree with that. I've heard that might happen sometime soon. That there's a lot of other stuff they plan on folding into that as time goes on too. But you're talking about the faction allegiance. That's the only one that doesn't get done. But honestly, for me, I do like having to go out and do it still for the simple fact that otherwise I don't really have a good way to go get the parts for refining. Like I kind of like going out to go blow up some explorers so that I can get my explorer parts. It's like the only thing that gets me out to that space to go do it now, because every time it's like hostile hunt, I'll go hit much higher level Jim'Hadar ships or something instead, and they don't drop the parts. But still, I could do that on my own time if they change it. I'm not like, no, please don't change it. Go run this rare with them. Oh, man. Hey, since we got a bunch more people in chat now, what do you guys season your chicken with for my buddy Welch here? He's eating a lot of bland chicken over here, and we can't have that. I do sriracha. What do you guys use? How do you make your chicken more palatable, especially if you're doing meal prep? I guess that's the first question. Let's do this entire conversation backwards. How many people in the audience here do any kind of meal prepping, even a couple times a month? Because when I was doing meal prepping, I couldn't do it all week, every week. It was like, this week I'm meal prepping, next week I'm not. Who's the meal preppers in the audience here? And even if you're not a meal prepper, we want to know.
And when we mean by meal prepping, we don't mean what's left over from dinner.
yeah, reheating. Which that was sometimes what we do. If we cooked a little bit extra, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. We'll toss that up there and reheat it. Daughter cooks, not you. I do the dishes. My wife does the cooking, and we're all better off for it. Usually, every now and again, that's not true. But usually,
I eat our paper plates.
Yeah. Hey, we like to eat our paper plates if we can.
Yeah, I found myself this morning eating a bowl of cereal out of, what is it, the 4-cup measuring cup. So because it had the handle and everything, and I was like, wow, this would be easy to drink the milk out of.
Oh my goodness.
What is that? Major Sambo? Thanks for following, man.
Yeah, thanks for following. We appreciate it. Thanks, sriracha. That's all you got. You gotta use sriracha.
I also use what is it? It's called a Japanese. You buy it at Costco, but it's just called Japanese barbecue. But it's like heavy soy sauce base.
Thanks, Major Samo. It's good to be back doing stuff. I'll tell you that much. We've got some videos we want to put out. Sorry to interrupt you there, Welch. No, we do have some videos we want to put out. The last week has been insane with personal life stuff, and there's another project that if you're on the Discord server, you know it's currently labeled redacted, but that is coming in May, and there was something that came up and caught us off guard for that, so we had to hop on there. But, you know, kind of caught us off guard. And we've been actually dealing with some people who want to sponsor some stuff on the channel, which would be really nice too. So, who dat? Oh, somebody's back. He hasn't joined the channel yet. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
There he is.
There we go. The whole gang's back together now. How do you like that?
Yankees.
Senor Sinnoh.
Let's see if Rella is gonna bitch.
It might.
What's going on, gents?
We're just missing
No,
you, that's all. And
We're making fun of Welch's bland chicken.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to help Welch out. He's been eating like the bland chicken, meal prepping and stuff.
Are you deep frying it?
No, we're talking about like eating healthy and meal prepping and stuff like that.
You remember there was one of the...
Trust me, I love deep fry. Don't get me wrong.
There was one of the shows we did before the break, if you'll remember, where he was joining us from a hospital bed. And we're trying to prevent that.
That's
what I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to do.
Yeah, no, we were just earlier we're talking about meal prepping, and one of the basic things that a lot of people meal prep was always chicken. So you kind of like, how do you thoughts and ideas behind meal prepping chicken so that, you know, it's staying seasoned right? Because after 3 days or so,
you have to limit your salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just it was something we were throwing at the chat to ideas from other people as well.
Healthy does not have to be bland. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I need to actually send you, I think I've got my link for the sponsor thing. We're not ready to go live with it yet, but it's like half off your first order, and it's like a meal prep service that's actually supposed to be freaking phenomenal.
Oh, you been hanging out with DJ?
No. I don't know if he's got something, but I was literally talking to the wife, like, I got to get back to meal prepping and do this stuff. And this sponsor was like, hey, check this thing out. Would you be interested in this? And I'm like, I'm going to try it before I try to get anybody else to do it. But I'll take a look.
I followed DJ's one, and they're actually pretty good. Pricing was good as well, because they gave a nice variety to pick from.
Yeah, this one did
compared to some of the meal prep stuff that I've looked at. So
see if this.
But now that I'm going back into the office some and everything, that's where it comes into meal prepping and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, how about some smoked paprika?
Some smoked paprika.
Dan, this is one I did. They're actually pretty good.
Is it? Cool. Because that's what I'm
this
going to try.
This is the one DJ did too. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
I want to check that out and see.
But come on, Rella. Where are you running?
You get all your food from Hello Wife. Healthy does not have to be bland. Not with sriracha, it doesn't.
No. I agree with that 100%.
Let's see if I got another one of these over here.
Yeah, Rella.
That's Orange was saying that he was here for the rage coordinates, and so I don't have any of those, but I do have his basis coordinates. Hey, are you still over in Karpinen? Karpinen? Is that what it's called? I want to try this screw. I didn't actually have the other one, but I want to see how this does on you. This is the TOS Kirk. You didn't get a shout out, but the Alliance did.
Who did what?
In the GC over here. AC, I mean.
I wasn't even going to. He doesn't even realize what's going on.
You have the Gil Ducat crew on? Yeah.
Of
I want
course.
to see how this one does. Because I always am just complete. Oh, you get the
Pilum. It's you.
Yeah, this is the Pilum. Never mind. I thought you had your Kelvin out here.
No.
I haven't switched out the... Yeah, I haven't switched out... I've got Kirk on the stinking... Kelvin Kirk is still sitting on my Stella right now.
All right.
Because I wanted to try that version of this, but I want to see how this one does on your Kelvin.
You know how much I love Rella. It's so easy to get him going.
Hey, so far he's just, wrap some salami and cheese, ultimate protein meal.
Yeah, I got one of my guys. He does. He wraps like ham and turkey and a cheese. Is it cheese sticks? String cheese sticks or whatever.
Mm.
And that's what he'll have, like 2 or 3 of those for his lunch, and he's lost like 50 or 60 pounds over the last year.
I used to do the big romaine lettuce leaves and roll up, like put some hummus on it instead of like mayo or anything like that, and then put some sort of lunch meat in it. Usually like deli meat, because if I got like the pre-bagged stuff, I'd just be like, ugh, didn't look forward to it. But I'd do that and stick like a toothpick in it so it held its shape. I didn't even use cheese that often. Is that your? It's gonna take me a minute and a half to get there. Which crew you got on that? Oh, that's a speed crew.
Well, yeah. What did you want? You want my interceptor crew?
Well, let's try the speed crew first, because if I can't even handle the speed crew, then. See how that goes. Yeah, I get all my food from Hello Wife too. We did Hello Fresh, and she cooked all that stuff and she loved it. She would be a chef if she had the time. But that was a lot of dishes to clean. So so as much as that was, and then that was also, my wife was like, okay, I kind of need a break from it. It doesn't hold up very long either.
Rella's yapping at me.
Oh.
Are you bringing shit back into here?
Yeah, I'm 20 seconds out.
How big is your Valdor?
12.3. Still little. It's like tier 5.
Oh, you should be able to.
So I say, if I can't beat your speed crew on it, it's gonna be horrible. Yeah, I've got the TOS Kirk plus
you got this one easy.
Yeah, what I want to do is repair and switch out that crew, because I'm just constantly underwhelmed by this crew here. But I also don't have the Kelvin Kirk.
Wait, you don't like that crew?
Well, it's the TOS Kirk, but we were gonna try with the Kelvin Kirk. But I have Kelvin Kirk on here with Leslie running the E-modders right now. So
where do you? Okay, you don't have them available. I got you.
Right. Phone a friend, borrow somebody else's Kirk.
So where's your Armada going? I gotta go. I now have to go visit Relisprov.
I can't tell you.
I've already saw.
That's what I figured, but I can't tell you. I don't spy for
nobody.
He's
not even in there.
No. I'm waiting on another epic out here so I can lock these other people in, but they're not spawning. We keep spanking them too fast. See if one's over here. I don't think we've got anybody that can help us hit this. The epic's out here. Who showed up? I'm not there yet. I'm M score 111. What's your M score up to, Welch?
Mine I think was like 116-ish, something like that, maybe.
Oh, I've been pushing mine. I finally got mine up to 126.
Nice.
Let me check, because it's been a while.
I just finished scrapping a maxed Stella earlier.
Okay. No, I'm at 134 now.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
I had not put anything into this for a long time and been playing some catch up.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and try to finish it out now. That's kind of what I've been running the crap out of these. One thing about trying to keep the account floating for 3 months is that I had a ridiculous amount of directives for somebody who hasn't spent anything, you know?
Yeah.
I had, like...
We're not going to say that you've been taking part in armadas like ye who shall not be named.
No. Well, that's the big difference is I don't show up for them. I didn't do an armada while I was out, unless it was like, oh, I'm gonna host one real quick to get points for whatever. Like if it was an SMS. But in a lot of cases, I missed those. Like there was a lot of times all I did was the battle pass event. Like I didn't even do. And I think I missed 2 of the 3 officer flash passes that we've had since I was out, or something like that. So I just did what I could do.
I don't even know if I did any of the flash passes. They were just kind of worthless.
The only one I've done since I've been out was the one for Jayla, because I didn't have Jayla yet. I do. So, which is kind of like, hooray! You don't even have to kill swarms now, except for on Sunday. So, which, it's nice to have a couple crews, because I had to send multiple ships out because we were being hunted.
I've heard some talk about that with the faction allegiance and possibly even the swarm stuff with the Sunday events. Yeah. There is talk about the fruit looters being part of that, or at least a different way to do it. Maybe not at the 10-1, maybe the 3-1, because we still have to do what, 75 for Swarm Sundays?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 75.
So it's kind of ridiculous when they're trying to reduce our time.
Yeah.
But
well, it doesn't scale either. Is y'all still at like, oh, level 35 is 2 points and level 37 plus is 10 points or something like that for the heroic?
Yeah. Something like that.
Like, what is the point?
It goes back to Swarm Sundays always stayed the same. For what, the whole 3 years or 2 years it's been there, whatever. Because it doesn't scale to your ops level.
No, not the Swarm Sundays. It's still 32. So I send the Franklin and the Franklin A out to try to get it done a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a pain in the hiney.
Yep.
I've got to the point. Excuse me for the yawns. I do probably about half, and then I finish out the rest the next morning.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that now that you got Tal and you're doing the fruit looter.
No, I don't. But it beats the whole spending like 3 hours grinding swarms. So
I hate swarms now.
Yeah, and the only reason I still do it is because of the con shard. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the 10 con shards between the two. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I run too. The fruit looters, I go out
130 plus also, and still needs parts for the Franklin, so doesn't mind.
Yep.
I do my fruit looters in the 54. I think 6 or 7 of them, and I'm done.
Yeah.
I hit the 53s and 54s.
Use a Strange New Worlds crew, or you have to use one of the anti-battle triangle officers? Who are you using?
I think, hold on, let me just hit Relic Browse base just for giggles.
Wasn't me. I didn't show you where it is.
No, I had it marked.
Oh, I was gonna say, people can see. Because people are like, I think we have a spy. And I'm like, dude, I'm not the spy. I leave the Discord servers when I'm not in the Alliance anymore when I go do my stuff. I will intentionally go out of my way to not be a spy.
I just use 5 George Hotel.
Oh yeah, well now. I think I just finally got Giorgio to tier 2 the other day. Where's Gigi? Love Gigi. Yep. Harry Mudd needs to rank up. I think, is he back from an away mission? I need to go ahead and rank that guy up.
Not just my upgradable.
Because I found him already. He's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, during what was that, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday when we had the officer shard spend events, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or that may have been yesterday. I don't know. I burned through 300 something thousand of the ultimate or ultra recruits for the miners.
Oh, that's a speed.
So I was able to level up Fluffy one more
You-
time, which was nice.
Are you trying to come hit me?
No, that's your speed crew. I thought we were gonna do that.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
did you get him back?
No, but I haven't tried it with this version of it. And that I want to compare these two. I'm not stacked for defense for him either, but
All right, well, go ahead.
oh no, that's speed crew still. But you want me to
Well,
send
what
it back
crew
for
do you
you?
want on me?
I need your interceptor crew.
You want to go against my Pylum or my Kelvin?
Your Pylum's not gonna do well, vice versa. I'm not gonna do a dang thing to your Pylum.
No, you're not.
So I was gonna say your Kelvin is pretty close, but you probably have a decent amount of research. I wanted to see how.
All right, give me a second.
Yeah, because I was very underwhelmed with Tier 1 for all the new battle or what Explorer Strike Team.
Well, there are crews that can go against them, but when you're talking a huge power difference, it's not gonna make it.
Yeah, that's why we've got a similar power on your Kelvin and my Valdor that I want to try. But I was getting like beat down by people that were at the same power as me with it when I had the battle advantage or the triangle advantage by that whole health or the Gold Ducat crew because of how freaking gnarly the hull breach is.
Yes.
Like it was beating my interceptor or my not interceptor, my Explorer Strike Team. And I was like, wow, that shouldn't be the case. Similar power with the way that this is all set up. Like as far as I'm concerned, out of the box, your Explorer Strike Team is like just horrible compared to the other two.
Well, here, rather than muck around over there, are you based in territory right now?
No, where am I?
Okay, no, that's where you're at. I'll just come over there. No.
No, I'm not there.
What's it?
I'm in.
Yes, you were.
Muin.
You're in Muin.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw you.
Okay.
I'll send my ship over there. So take your ship home.
Yeah, I've got a.
Maple Bacon's hitting my base. What did he hit it with?
Sledgehammer?
He didn't. Hold on. He hit it with his little jelly. I was like, oh, nah, he's just playing with me.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, it's Pike Spock.
Yeah. Mr. Bel Air or Maple, if you guys want to come up on stage, I'll let you guys come hang out up here, by the way. We're not stingy with the invite buttons. Oh. Dale went right away. I was chatting with him a minute ago.
Let me just go send it out real quick for him. There you go.
Oh. Dale's going to come hang out in 10. Roger that. I'm going to have to try to wrap this up about the time that we're supposed to wrap it up today. So we've got like 45-ish more minutes.
What did he hit me with? Wow.
A train?
Yeah, he just destroyed my... Oh, shoot. Wrong crew. I sent out my base cracking crew. He wanted the Cardassian crew.
Yeah.
So I will bring mine to you in just a minute as well.
Hey, look at that. Look who showed up over here.
Who showed up where?
Senor Orange.
He's probably screen sniping you too.
Probably.
Kill him, Orange.
Well, he... What? Discount home to repair. BRB. Gotta love autocorrect. Disco? You must mean discount.
This Relis Sprav is really a total douche canoe. I'm just gonna say it.
They were complaining about some of the other alliances out there earlier, and somebody was like, weren't you in that alliance not too long ago? And I was like, I went and listed out the entire path, and this is somebody who, by the way, was in like Doom with us around the time of the merge that I hadn't hung out with in a while. And they were like, whoa, I wasn't trying to like accuse you of anything. And I was like, no, I know who you are and stuff. I was just telling you, like, yes, I've been in multiple of the top alliances throughout the course of my existence, and I will probably go back to them again. I said I have friends all over the place in almost every alliance, and more than half of them are assholes. They're laughing about it. I was like, I am too, honestly. It depends. If you approach me from an asshole level, I will probably be an asshole back to you. If you approach me from a nice, happy, jovial level, then that's probably what you're going to get back.
You suck.
It's too late. We're already friends. There's an individual yesterday, which I actually do. Is it weird that I have I don't have an alliance hit list. Like, I'm not going to hold the actions of one person against an entire alliance. But I do have on my whiteboard a player hit list.
Certain people?
Yeah, certain people where I'm like, okay, this guy, this is the date. So I might let him off the hook in, a couple months. But I've got people on my list up here that if I'm out there and they're floating, it's like I'm going after them. About a nice jovial asshole. Yeah. Yeah, you can get that. Oh, did you guys know that Lube is streaming now, by the way? Our buddy Lube is streaming. He's had...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was... His first one was sometime within the last week, I think. And he... I know you know that, Stewie. He's probably had one other one since I haven't been able to go on that one, but we had some fun poking at him. Oh, guys, did you know that our Armada defeated the target? I'm so glad that it tells me that. You guys also on your mobile devices get the notifications when somebody in your alliance does a solo Armada? I still get those. It's awesome.
No, I've never
Yep.
gotten this.
I still get those. It's really annoying. It's like my phone's like, somebody started an Armada, and I don't use. It's not like I go hop on to the game real quick. I'm like, oh, I want to go get an Armada. But I did go, like, it's sitting over here sometimes, and I go look at it, and I'm like, no, they didn't.
Yeah, I actually took the game off of my cell phone, so...
I almost did that. Personally, I think he sounds funny. I was going to say that.
I
should have.
Just have mine frozen, so if I think I forgot... Hey, by the way, Dan, I'm outside your base.
Oh,
If I think I forgot to deal with my shield, I can just defrost it.
yeah. I kind of have it on my phone. I have always on VPN that when it's not always on, that it... Wow.
Did you get beat?
By a lot.
Handily.
Yeah, and my ship was fresh. I'm not impressed by the Explorer crew, man. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that I'm not impressed by that, or if it's that the Golden Cock crew just seems to be just like guaranteed hull breach for the entire combat is crazy. And plus 29% shot count for 5 rounds if on an interceptor and hit by a player ship with hull breach. It's crazy, dude. Critic hit chance each round if fighting on a hull or interceptor player shit. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Give me a giggles. Put Chris Pike.
Who?
Chris Pike.
Mm-hmm.
TOS Kirk. TOS Spock. You got the Kirk there, so just move him to the side. So
I know I had to repair it. I don't know if you noticed, but my Latinum is lacking.
Yes, but you still have a boatload of repair speed up, so
You want to add this spike and name T. I actually did start sorting people by name this week for the first time ever. It's like,
Pike is easy to do strength, and put TOS Spock on there.
And then we need to do... It doesn't matter.
Actually, I've got a faster way that I do it, but okay.
What's your faster way?
I swap their seats, sort by group, and then...
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I haven't done that in a bit. Let's see.
And throw your defense.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
I just want to try this, see if this works, because I got handed to me.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get MJ locked in here. No. I got 9 seconds. Oh, she's in it already, but I still want to lock her. There we go. Whew.
Try that. I still have a piece shield up. Oh, yeah, I do.
Well, that'll work too.
I still handed it to you.
Yep. Now, let me switch out for my, auger and see how it does with the Battleship Strike Team. Gosh. I think that's still better than what it was before. No. Had you repaired since last time? Don't think so.
No.
So that was still better. We'll see if Kirk can save it at some point. I'll bring it home right now.
So it has to be a max TOS. Spock.
Does it? Oh. Hey, News,
Yeah.
what's up? Good to see you. Well, good to see you in chat. I don't know that I've seen you. Not that I'm allowed to talk about it anyways.
Oh, Ruck's coming after you?
Yeah, everybody's like, Rux. Rux alert.
Up, Orange Crawl's coming after me.
He's gonna get you. What happens when 2 eggs collide?
Well, he's not. Ooh, he tapped me there. Nice, Orange.
He's going to get you. He's outside the base right now, too.
What did he use? Oh, wait. So he was using the full crew.
Try Kirk, Pond, Krell, or Mirek, whichever gives you highest anti-fed.
So he was using
Kirk?
the full.
Because Kirk is here.
No, you were right that last time. But you don't have a max TOS Spock, which is kind of what you need.
No, the guy who runs the crewing tool is saying try
I thought you were asking
Kirk, Pond, Krell, or Mirek, whichever one gives you the highest anti-fed. I think are both of them on missions. Let me look. Krell or Mirek.
Stewie. What's up, Stewie?
Stuart. Yep, Krell's not on a mission. He's what? He is 175, so not amazing. What about Mirek? Probably same. 175. So they're identical. I use 200% Interceptor Exo. Or Explorer Exo. Yeah, it needs to be 500%. Not there. I've neglected them. Let me pull Kirk off of this real quick. And now I've got more defense I can slam below deck too. Alright. Kirk, Wayun.
Hey,
Now when we
guys.
say Kirk, we mean, hey, what's up?
What's up, Maple?
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do anything there, but
I just got to raise your hand. Somebody should be watching.
Yeah.
That's just old age.
So when we say Kirk, we mean Kelvin Kirk, Wayun,
No.
Honor Guard Wharf, Starbase was saying.
for what are you trying to do with it?
just anything against this interceptor crew. So just
Man, I haven't found much that can counter that. I just finished maxing TOS Spot because I had a hunch that he could really truly counter it.
Yeah.
And Synap just helped me test that. And yeah, if you get TOS Spock with Pike boosting him, he'll reduce the crits to 0. So when Garrick is firing 100% of the time, they don't do any damage to you at all. So like by the end of round 2, the Pilum was hitting for 0 damage every time.
Okay, I like that. So yeah. I know where my transporter patterns are going to be going soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so we think Pawn instead of Weiyun. Let's try it. So Kelvin Kirk, Honor Guard Worf, and Pawn. You still around, Sin?
Yeah, I'm bringing my ship back.
Okay, I just sort by group. You should be.
I don't know why I don't move my base there, but whatever. So that's because Maple knows where to find me.
Should we throw the? Should we be going for probably health below deck, or should we go for assimilation?
I would go for health.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky if that assimilation fires by the 3rd or 4th round, and by then you're probably almost dead.
Yep. Starbase says need Weiyun for the extra shots instead of Pawn. Whoops, I have neither now. Check that out. Let's try Weiyun first, and we'll try Pawn afterwards if we want to switch them out. Let's see what we can do. Hey, looks like Dale's hanging out with us too. What's up, Dale? Oh, there we go. We hit that.
Hear myself. Wow.
Barely hear you, buddy.
I don't think I have his volume down. I know I had him jacked up to 124.
If you can hear me, it's good, but I can't hear anybody here.
Oh.
Give me a second. See what I can do.
We can hear you.
That orange crow keeps hurting himself.
Let's see. That'll apply assembly, but it won't do anything for us, will it? While a ship is affected by assembly state, officer abilities have their effectiveness reduced by 25%. Yeah.
Wait, now I gotta look at what your jelly was.
Let's toss Kira on there instead.
My jelly? Oh, that's like just kind of the ship I built. It's my second jelly. I just built it for to level it up to do those daily events.
Gotcha.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? Now we can hear you good.
Oh. I had to turn one of the iPad down and the phone off. So.
Gotcha. Welch is in the audience now. What you doing down in the audience, Welch?
No, I was trying to use the weakest ship that I thought could survive the first round, because I had a hunch if I could get to the second round, that's when the 0 damage would start kicking in.
Certainly did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That might enable you to punch up if somebody is coming at you with an interceptor with a card crew and you got the max TOS crew.
Yeah, that's the hard part, is getting them maxed.
Yeah, and I think Spock is the main one you need max, because if you're using Pike to boost TOS Kirk, he'll be over 100%, even if Kirk's tier 1.
Yeah, my TOS Spock is tier 3.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of transporter patterns to get him. TOS Kirk is at tier 3.
Yeah.
There's going to be a hell of a lot to boost those boys.
Yeah, I kept trying to find ways to overpower the card crew with different combos, and there's nothing really worked. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just stop trying to overpower them and fight them and see what I can do about neutralizing those crits.
Yeah, you just go Gala on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. That's what you do.
Your crit will be your downfall. Okay, so we're going to try Kelvin Kirk for the first time since he's off that ship. HD Worf Weiyun. And we're stacked for, I think we hit all the bonuses.
Oh.
Yeah, we did hit all the bonuses. Oh, and we've got Kira because we had actually one spot open below deck.
I don't even have enough transporter patterns to get Spock to tier 4.
I spent all of mine to get 6 to tier 4.
Mm.
I did the same.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, let's see what happens here.
I can never have those nanoprobes to tear those guys up.
I was sitting on a lot.
Yeah.
They went quickly when you max 6 up. Or
Well,
tier 6 up.
that did better. Let's go ahead and just swap Wayun for Pawn and see how it does to compare those two. Can you repair real quick so we get a good read on it?
Ugh. I got to repair for you now?
Ugh, yeah, we're both using your titanium to repair right now.
You mean, yeah, my 1.6 trill?
Yeah. Hey, those scoops helped a lot. I haven't had to worry about how fast I upgrade ships outside of the materials.
I did a raid today where it was mostly titanium.
Nice. What'd you get?
I got about another 200 billion titanium.
Nice.
Who? Our buddy that we've been watching.
Alright, let's see how that does with Pawn instead of
third
Wayun.
time, by the way.
Yuck.
Maple. For the third time.
That looks almost identical, Pawn and Wayun there. Let's see. Have to go see if it procced.
Are you using which ship are you using? Explorer?
Valdor.
Oh man.
So Wayun kicked in for the extra shots in the beginning.
Someone mentioned once, if you guys don't mind, a little info I heard once. Try on, like I use my Valdor, but my I don't have Wayun, but I've used Pawn as captain, a Tika or whatever you want to call him, as an officer, and HG Worf, and you've done well as a good team.
On the Valdor? Against
on my Valdor.
Against the Interceptor?
I can't remember which. It's been a while. Which one I was talking about, but I can't remember which one. It might have been, but I'm not 100% sure.
Let's.
Damn it!
Dang it!
But it's all tiers of the officers, right? If you got tier 3 and someone's got tier 2, then you're fighting against somebody stronger to begin with, right? So.
What's the tier of all your Interceptor crew over there?
Mine?
Yeah, they all tier 1.
No, I think my sides are boosted. I think they're tier 2. Give me a second. Let me go back over there.
It's like new base with attackers down here.
I wish they would give those on this. Garrick is a tier 2. Ducat is a tier 2. And Damara is a tier 2. They're all tier 2.
Yeah, so all mine's tier 1. Let's try it again. This time I've got Kelvin Kirk with Pawn and Wayun. Let's see how that does.
Do you have the full Interceptor crew?
Tindy instead of Kira. I think I've got Tindy on the other crew. Hold up. Tindy's over here. Yeah, the full Interceptor crew. I have the full Explorer crew.
I don't
got
know.
all of them.
Use the full Interceptor crew as your control.
Oh, against yours?
Yeah.
My Kelvin's
Not the Interceptor. I'm sorry, the Explorer crew.
Oh, yeah.
Since you don't have a control to see what that does for you against my Kelvin.
Okay. Oh, I put Ikatika on there instead of Wayun like a ding dong. Okay, I need some defense now. Woo. Can't get there. Wait, have I leveled all these guys up?
I don't think that those are probably your away team traits.
Well, some of them could be level 1 of that group. I went through and actually, because I am a little bit of iterations out on the officer tool, so I actually went and manually entered all those to get them caught up today. And some of them are still level like 1. Let's see. Wayne's 5.
Upgrade.
Yeah, they're all 5. Who wasn't? Like Barclay's 1, but why bother? I don't use them for stats or anything. Strange New World Spock is 21 right now. I need to go ahead and dump some in him. More defense. No. All right. Let's try this one straight up.
Ooh, I just got a lucky pull on Stamets.
Whoa.
Nice.
Nice, congrats.
That's the first lucky pull I've gotten in probably 5 months.
Hey,
Really?
last week on the stream, I got a lucky pull on 4 of 11. It's awesome.
That's awesome. I still don't have 4 yet. Still
I was
waiting to get that.
I was like, I'm gonna waste these ultra recruits on this stupid Borg recruit. It's only gonna be worth it if I get like 4 or 5 or 6, and I got 4, and I was like, okay, I'll stop whining for a while.
No, you won't.
Well,
A little while. I didn't say a long while. Okay.
well, with that villain event yesterday, I got 55 con shards as a chest.
Whoa, that's pretty freaking helpful.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked with that.
Oh, see, now that one did a lot more. No, get away from me.
That was the straight. Oh yeah, that did way better.
Yeah.
Oh, did he kill you or did you go back to base?
Oh, he killed me. He doesn't like that I hit him with the Badgie crew today.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nice.
I even gave him the respect of using the pylon with it.
I grabbed the 4 from the free officer they gave out. Oh, that's pretty good. What did I grab? 5. I think I got 5 to tier 2. She's close to tier 3 finally. Let's see. Should I get this attack bonus finished off, or should I just go ahead and put Tindy down here? Straight Tindy. Let's see. So we did the full interceptor a second ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try it with Kirk, William, and Pawn.
You already did that, I thought.
Kelvin Kirk. No,
Okay.
I accidentally had a Kataka on there instead of Wayun. How did that go?
Sounds like a disease.
Feels like a disease. That still did okay. Was it better or worse than the full Explorer crew?
Probably about the same, actually.
You had, it says 1 million in the tooltip over here from that.
Let's see. That you left me with 2.33 in the hull.
Oh, you had 1 million there said, with the full interceptor or Explorer crew.
Full interceptor, I had 1.79 left. So you got me further with the full interceptor.
Yeah, Explorer I meant. How many
Or
rounds?
Explorer.
Let's see how many
Oh, you
rounds.
want me to check all of this? You have access to the same battle logs.
No, it's Stewie was asking. 6 rounds with the Kirk crew. And 6 rounds with the Explorer crew.
Oh, Dan, you were asking about the solo modders. I got it on my phone. That another one's coming up, so I get those too.
Let's see.
The Solo Armada, what?
You know, the alerts that someone's running a solo or a mod is coming. And it's so frustrating. Like, who's running? No one's running one. Like,
Yep.
what the heck?
Yeah, it's annoying. Don't like it. I'm against picketing, but I don't know how to show it.
Okay.
Alright. What else can we try? Did you manage to stop most of its crits? It's a good question.
Let's pull this down.
Alright, so... No crits, no crits, no crits.
Damn it, I don't remember what I named it.
So far, I don't see a single crit in the log here. Oh, there they are. They come back in round... Well, it's only 5 rounds that it kicks in, right? Or something like that. So yeah, round 5, he gets crits off again. What's his mitigation? Mitigates 37602 out of 84826. What? I think so. 71602. You probably did that already, didn't you? 184, 826. 419. Make sure this other one. 81015. Yeah, 419. It's my mitigation. Minus 263602 over 446364. So I'm at 59.
Oh, you know what?
Switching
My
King in for
pylum.
you. Okay. With the Kirk crew or the Kirk here or the full on stack attack.
I don't even have my full. Yeah, no, I guess I'm at full 400%.
Kirk Pawn King.
Now what?
We're gonna try Kirk Pawn King. King is rank 4, by the way, Stewie. Yeah, not 5 yet. He would have been. But I had other stuff to spend transporter patterns on. 6, Southpaw Funk.
I still have a boatload of recruit credits.
Whoa.
Oh,
You okay? Who was that? That was a big old sneeze there.
that was me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wipe off the microphone, will you?
No.
Dang, I lose my health bonus there. We're trying to paint the Sistine Chapel here with crayons. I'm sorry, I'll work on my stinking cruise. I'm working on it. You know, I've been out for a while, right?
Are you glad to be back?
Yeah, I'm pretty glad to be back.
It's nice to have you guys back.
Thanks. I can't speak for them, but I like being back, and I like having them back. Welch, are you still around? I don't think so. He needed to cut out for... Yeah, good. He took off. He had an early morning. Live stream chat. Who have I met? Oh, yeah, he said so. Live stream chat. Heading out due to work in the morning. Good.
All right.
We've got about 14 minutes before I need to wrap it up anyways. And we'll be back the same bat time, same bat channel next week. Okay, so let's try this. What do you think, Stewie? We're going to switch out Wei Yun for Kang, even though he's only 800%. See what happens. Yeah. Let's see. Seems a good sport. Let's see what happens. Ready? You're fully repaired, I'm sure. Yep.
Damn BlackHalfdan8, or was it BlackHalfdick9?
Blue.
Blue half dick 9. Okay.
Yep. How did that
Keeps hitting me.
Probably worse because I'm not at. I can't even see in the battle log how you did.
Yeah, I heard that there's some problems with the bad logs not showing sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah. We need 800.
It sometimes is delayed.
Yeah, we need
Is it?
1600.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you took your ship into the base, it got rid of the shield and whole health stuff over here. So yeah, that was way worse because I've got weak AF.
Oh, did
King.
they? Oh, they fixed the battle log already.
Really? Oh, that was quick.
No. Did you see the visual mess up that they had today with the open character slots, and yeah, there's just some UI over all of it.
Yeah, I heard that Tiberius was watching his stream earlier, and he'd mentioned it that there was problems this morning, which I didn't know about because I never noticed it because I never ran any mods today, so I didn't really bother even paying attention.
Oh, I saw it, and then I saw it elsewhere, and it's like, man, what a pain in the balls.
Let's see.
Did any of you guys get that the glass refit for the Fisha for free? Because I got one. I have no idea why I got it, but I got it for free. I have no idea. I clicked my one of the chests, whatever it was, a few days ago, and all of a sudden here's a full pull of it. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, what the hell? So I asked players on my server, and a couple people got it besides me. Other people said no. Like, did you buy it? I'm like, no, I don't buy refits because why bother? Yet I got it for free. I was just shocked. I don't know why.
It showed up in your chests.
Yeah,
I don't have it.
so I applied it right away. And I asked everybody, like, yeah, you lucked out. I'm like, but how does one person get it and other people don't? Like, I didn't know if it was like a
Hidden
big
luck of the
oopsie or
Irish.
something.
Hidden luck of the Irish event.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, I'm just shocked.
It'd be kind of cool if they're just like, hey, we're doing a raffle on every server and giving away 5 of these or something. Be kind of cool.
I know.
But, I mean, what should have, like, that was clearly a glitch, but they should have played it off like they meant to do it.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. Not that I'm complaining, because I usually get screwed over on, every other
Almost
drop.
everything else, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe it was just like a sympathy, here you go, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, you haven't got a lucky pull in 3 months. Here's this new Fisha refit.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, well, couldn't complain, that's for sure, but just shocked to get it, that's all.
If someone from SecurePlay is watching, his player ID is... No.
Exactly.
I think I could level up my mess hall a couple times. Yep. I'm critically low on speed ups lately. Here, are you still out there? Because I'm going to hit it against the battle triangle with my auger now and see how it does.
The Fisha glass skin for mining lat. They should. You must have gotten it from mining the lat and sea lat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I usually mine quite a bit, like off. Not on mining Mondays because you get hit all the time. So other days I would just be mining and mining and mining, just to stockpile because it's running low for a while because I hadn't done it for months on end, right?
So it looks like you probably placed pretty well on one of those.
Yeah, it's possible, I guess, yeah. Because I was doing lots of mining just at that. Well, because the thing is, our servers, the war ended with us, so everybody can mine now. So we're not getting hit every, losing 50 miners a day kind of thing, right? So you can actually...
know anything about war.
He was born in it, molded by it.
Were you mining latinum or concentrated latinum?
CLAT. Because I still got I think 6 million regular lat left in inventory. It was just running low on CLAT, and usually I don't do it on Mondays because everybody tries to hit you and take you the bonus, right? So, and I'm like, well, I'll do that another date, kind of thing. And just I guess was doing it for a long time. All of a sudden, boom, check the chest, and I was like, what is this? There was no event, nothing, and all of a sudden I got a free pull. Like, what's going on here?
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, I was happy about it for sure, considering I haven't got anything for a long time. So I probably know why happy, so maybe that's why they gave it to you.
They're tantalizing you. First one's free, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
Come here, little boy. I got something for you.
Yeah, Stewie says 2 in his alliance got it, so.
Yeah, it's weird. I thought it was maybe something happened that was off or wasn't paying attention, and certain players got it for free or whatever, or maybe something happened or whatever, or it's we're sorry for this. I'm like, well, there really hasn't been any, major problems I've noticed or heard about. So why did I get something for free? Kind of thing.
I'm betting if you go back and look at your rules of acquisition, see if you placed pretty well on that.
Can you still look?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's still in the events. Goes back a couple of days.
I'll take a look, yeah. I'm not complaining. It's nice to get something for free for, usually getting screwed over, right? Kind of thing.
I'm more used to that, yeah.
We all are. That's the sad part,
Unless
right?
my treasury is full, then I'm used to that.
Exactly.
Oh, I can upgrade Bitor. I wonder if there's any use of that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I always upgrade Bitor, dude.
Well, it's on the amalgam use.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason.
Isn't she for speed? Is she speed or is she...
No, she's the ability getting buffed.
It's that's right.
Increasing your... the cargo.
The buff, yeah. Well, that's worthwhile for sure.
I finally got the last cargo hold upgrade on my amalgam today.
Someone was yelling at me, is like, oh, why don't you get, why do you have 2 amalgams at tier 8 and why didn't you boost one of them? And they were taking 3 billion per scoop. I was taking 2.5 billion, but I was using 2 ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm happier with my 2 ships.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Guaranteed. I know we had a good friend of ours, he decided to quit the game. He was a 50 one, I think, at time 52. So you open the base up and let everybody take resources. So I got my crit, which was low at the time, up to 100 billion. The other guys were like, you just couldn't keep up because there's just 60 players on our alliance were just like trying to go and you just did what you could, right? And he came back a few times because, did you guys have a good trip? So I'm gonna, or good, run of resources now. They said, I think he gave like 6 or 7 trillion crit away, right? And guys were just getting stupid. What, I got 28 billion. I'm like, what? So guys, I got 200,000. I was happy with 3 million and then 4 billion. And yeah, it was crazy. Quickly just those people were just taking resources.
Oh yeah, no, I getting those resources absolutely are huge, and with the amalgam, it makes a huge difference. Now with Baitor, I'm going to go from 22 to 34% resources gained.
Wow,
awesome! That's awesome.
I think that's
the problem with 2 amalgams too, though. Is you can only put her on 1.
It's okay, because you think about it, I'm still getting the amalgam benefit, and if I'm able to throw 2 ships before somebody else can throw 1,
yes,
yeah, my 2 ships, I think I'm getting a better return, and half the time I'm doing the rating myself.
Right.
Okay, so then you're good then. Yeah, then you're fine.
Yeah, it's like today I spent probably the first 15 minutes before anybody moved all their ships back to get this larger base.
Yeah, you don't share your raids until after the fact. You're like, you can take it from me.
No, I share it. I get it started. I get it going, and I post the chords in our AC. It just depends when people can get back.
There's a lot of people
and time. Yeah,
they have to.
The second amalgams on my priority list for the next event store. I was not paying very good attention back when the Deep Space Nine arc was running, so I have part of the Cardassian Disruptor and part of the Augur refit. So I'm hoping to finish one or both of those in the next event store that we have.
Well, that's funny I was mentioning it earlier, because I've got the same thing. So many of those weapon refractors or beams or whatever you call it, I've got like maybe halfway to getting them unlocked, but there's no way to get any more. Right? It's like, well, I got 16 or 35 of these, or that Cardassian one, I'm like 47 or 48 on 75, and there's no way to get it. I don't get every I see this. They have it.
The other problem is that you got to get the cosmetic, like the epic shards on top of the thing.
Yes, that too. Yes.
Dan?
Yeah.
Go back into your crew, the saved presets.
Yeah, 2 of them are missing.
Yeah.
That's not it.
So one of the things I found with that bug, is if you save your new presets and then like just go into the rename of each of them, it seems to keep them. It doesn't seem to erase them as much.
So say there's a lot of these in here I don't even like. These 2 I use, but I don't really use my warp range much anymore. I don't use this one anymore for hitting stuff since I can hit it with the.
Well, okay, so you're not doing a lot of PvPing, so speed crew and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How about your free loot? Oh, you don't have tab. Well, you're still doing a fruit looters, aren't you?
Yeah, let me go switch over here. It still helps save some time, especially
so my
fruit
stuff. Looters, I'm using Strange Spike, Strange Uhura, Khan.
Oh, I'm using. Well, you're on your Pilum still, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're hitting over level 50. I do Strange Pike, Strange Spock, and Himmer. But only because Himmer's rank 2. He's got the best stats, and higher defense helps me do better, more mitigation.
But if you go against the triangle, do you do better? Who would you put on there, or with your?
I do against the triangle.
Explorer crew, right?
Do what?
You're using Explorer against Interceptors.
Yep. So name them.
I mean,
all.
I'm sure you tried out a few crews.
I don't even know that I'm going to use this anymore. This was Capital Traders, but I don't know that this crew even holds up anymore. This was what I was having to do for a while.
For the Capitals, with the Valdor?
Yeah, with the Valdor, I do Pike Moreau, Still on now.
Well, if your hammer's at tier 2, okay. So with with the heavies, I would use that crew and just go after everything.
Yeah, I'm missing some research, and I need to probably rank up once more. I've tried to do that, and I got 1 of the heavies with this crew versus like 13 with the other.
I'm still running on the pylum.
Yeah.
So that does make a big difference.
Yeah, G4 rare. One day. One day.
One day we'll be together.
Yeah, I've been saving up to get my pilum because I'm still at 44. So I got like 225,000 ROM credits, 250,000 away team credits, and 80,000 uncommon interceptor parts. Just waiting to get it. Oh, and 7 pilum shards. One day.
Yeah, and you should have your Leslie Kirk Spock there too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do probably Leslie Kirk Spock, and I'll probably do my 5 Lorca Con that I use right now for my Mantis.
Oh, so see, that's okay. I don't know. Have you talked about how Tal benefits the Actians?
I haven't, because I haven't been able to show that, but you know quite a bit about that one.
So I was using my pylum. I was stuck in the 37 to 38. I get about 150k with the tier 6, tier 7 pylum. I would die. I have to go back out again, and I got Tal, and I'm using that 5 GG Tal. And I went all the way up to the 49 space. I filled my hull in about 8 kills, or I filled my cargo in about 8 kills in the 49, and I'm able to pull it back without dying.
Wow.
Tal, also, I mean, if you're going over 20 rounds, and I mean, Stewie's still on here, he'll probably pop in here. It's amazing. I was able to just push all the way up to 49 space. I can go do 3 or 4 runs and be done a week
Wow.
on the Actians.
That's crazy.
It was nuts. When Rux told me, because I asked her, I said, Tal worth it? All capitals, yes. And then she gave me the lowdown on just being able to hit up there. I didn't believe I'd be able to jump up 12 levels.
Is your Tal tier 1 or tier 2?
Said you could do the 46s on the
Tier
same
1.
crew with the same
Tier
crew
1,
on
okay.
Adora. Yeah, we
So
haven't.
if they're in 20 rounds, go for that burn. Yep, 5% combo. It's so cool. I want to see it happen. You can do it with the 4G's.
All hail the mighty Tal. Yep. One day.
And that's, yeah, you know.
He's on my shopping list as well.
But I was even able to do it with the Valdor too, by the way.
What tier is your Valdor?
6, I think.
Yeah, same as mine. Really? I don't have Tal.
Let's see. I'll tell you right now. No, my Valdor is actually tier 7.
Oh,
But I stopped at tier 7. And as a matter of fact, I think I just took it to tier 7. But even if you can go up to 43 space and hit, it reduced that grind.
I know. Exactly.
What ops are you, by the way, Stewie? He's up there, I believe.
He's what?
I said he's up there. His Valdor's tier 7 and it does the 46s. Yeah, I'm tier 5 still. I'm working on that warp range so I can get it to go finish some missions.
And you see the other thing with the Pylum, I get the loot bonus. And then I have Gallender under decks with the loot bonus from him, and I'm using 5. So
you have Fleet Commander Kirk?
yes.
Yeah, so you use the Actian one for him as well, the skill tree.
I don't know if I boosted his now that I'm thinking about it, but now I don't even need it.
Yeah. Well, it's a 10% at rank 4 where I'm at, and I don't know. Did you put any money into that? What's your...
Let me go take a look at him. He is Oh, he is. Oh, I can promote him. What is he at right now? 9 of 20.
9 of 20. Oh, you have Lucutus, don't you? You've been putting everything into him.
No, I mean he's 9 of 20 on the tier. He's ranked 39 of 45 on the level. And in the skill tree, where was the Actian garbage?
Middle. One of the little highlighted ones. It's right here.
Oh, I can increase the nanoprobes.
Yeah,
I kind of need that
it's
right
like
now.
a 6-hour cooldown, so usually I just finished all my Actians. I don't hit swarms right now.
See, I don't even need the swarm one. It's useless to me. Yes, I did.
And until they do an event for crit that swarms are useful to go hit, then it's nice. But yeah, I'm going to switch back over to the nanoprobes since I've got way more of those tokens than I do Actian now. I think I used my last one finally. The Queens. So wait, why is my Fleet Commander Kirk further along than yours is?
Let me see. Because you've promoted him. I have all 3.
Okay, I just got my level maxed on him.
So I can actually promote him. I haven't been working on these guys as much. No. So he's 9. Spock is 9. And I'm betting you Locutus is 2. Yeah, I'm gonna put these all up to 10 if I can.
Yeah, I've only got Admiral Kirk, but I got him 12 out of 20, level 60.
Oh, and that's why. Mm-hmm. No, I cannot promote anymore. I could promote Locutus.
Oh, speaking of, I need to go check and see. I think tomorrow is the... Alright, ES Black, thanks for popping in. We'll see you around soon. Oh, I've got Refines in here. Look at me not paying attention to what I've got in here at all.
Oh, I do not like these level up rewards popping up immediately like this.
I'd rather they be there instead of buried somewhere else. I'm not going to see them, but...
Well, I'm okay with that, but you can't just really quickly bust up 3 levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, there's no slider that says, hey, I want to level up this many levels at a time.
Oh, I can't push him up. Damn it. Whatever.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm looking to get now one thing, I did push the button for 52 today.
Yeah.
Or not today, a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Originally, and I held off because originally it was like 836 billion par steel.
Ouch.
And I did a bunch more of efficiencies. I pushed for those. And I finally realized Spock gives an efficiency as well. So I put him on, boosted the efficiency up as much as I could on them, and I got it down to like 612 billion.
Wow. That's crazy. That's awesome.
A huge difference. Yes.
Yeah. Really?
And I only have 697 days and 5 hours to finish.
Yeah, I'm like 200 days away from Ops 44, and I'm like, I don't care if I expire. I'm not trying to get there anytime soon. I just needed to spend it for a spend event.
Yeah, I pushed my button just to have it in the hopper because I had the par steel, and with the way everything costs, hell no.
Yeah, that's what I did. Is went in and pushed mine through. I don't have Spock yet, but by the time that I actually am trying to push to 46 to be able to pill him, I'll probably have Spock unlocked. I'm over halfway. So
yeah, it does. Those efficiencies make a difference. I anywhere I'm finding them, and I'm closing out a boatload in my research trees right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just because there were things I neglected. That's why I'm also only at what did I say, 126 on the M score?
Yeah, a lot of my research is looking way better. I've got a couple buildings that are still neglected, but not many of them. Like even my vaults and stuff. Like I'm almost ready to move up to 44 from that perspective, but I'm happy. Do it.
Your mess hall.
Yeah, my mess hall. I've got.
Yeah, mess hall helps.
I know. I just got some of the stuff today, but I've got critically low on my speed ups and don't have a reason to go push anything else through yet. Maybe I have something that's like build things soon. Southpaw
Yeah, that's
Funk
true.
says, I really bought into Kirk as my first fleet commander, but I really think long-term Spock is going to be the one that won't stop being useful.
I think you're gonna find yourself using 2 of them.
Really?
Yep, and that's why when you get your level for the command center up to 40, you have 2 seats for fleet commanders.
That's true. Yeah, that's right.
Since I'd end up dumping any active buffs on Kirk for Locutus's active perks. Yeah, I don't really feel bad. Like, I don't think any of them are horrible. I think they did a really decent job at being like, here's the ones that are out there, and you can feel good about any of them. Like, it's hard to not use either the warp speed or the impulse speed off of Kirk. Like, even I have trouble deciding which one to use.
I would rather take the impulse speed so I can zoom around.
I think that too, but in a lot of time, if I don't base out, like right now, I've got some ships that are undeveloped, so it takes a while to get out to deep space and stuff to do whatever I'm doing out there. So right now, I've actually switched to the warp timer, especially for making armadas and stuff. And I haven't switched back to impulse. But if you're hunting players, yeah, I do impulse more than I do warp.
So right now, it will take me about 9 minutes 10 seconds to get from where we are to the second zone inside the Klingon island.
Yeah. Do you have superhighways unlocked?
Nope, that's 53.
Oh, okay.
53? Oh, I didn't know that. I was wondering when that unlocked.
And there's a heck of a lot of
yes, those things that you got to hit. Yeah.
The intelligence, which I'm finding out is another
oxymoron.
Painful growth. It's a painful growth, but you have to get all of this intelligence in order to do the research in order to research the superhighways. And then once you have 4 of them, but you have to do each of the Klingon Federation and Romulan before you can do the I think it's called Origin or Borg. I have to go look. But it gets.
The Origin's down here, isn't it?
I'm going to look right now.
I think this is Origin sector down here.
Well, yeah, the Origin sectors are territories.
Great.
But I'm looking for the research.
I do not have any visibility. Southpaw Funk says his plan is to look for Locutus and then spend extras leveling Kirk's always active perks as much as I can. Yeah. Well, Locutus is only a $100 purchase to unlock, right? I don't think right now there's no timetable for him being free to play that I know of.
You know, there is. It's when they stop making money.
Well,
exactly. Yeah.
Right. Like everything else. Like Una's only in incursions unless she's in the free daily shard or the event store that they just had come around, or they'll put her in a here's some free shards.
So the superhighways, Section 31, which is the Section 31, KSG, and Immortal. And then once you get all 3 of those, then you can do the Origin and Borg superhighways.
Oh, okay.
But I need this 5-star Section 31 station damage research to level 4.
Isn't that always?
And that takes the intelligence that you have to earn every day. So one day it's mining, the next day it's hunting hostiles, and then mining, hunting hostiles, and you don't get a lot of it.
Yeah, there's always something to gate progress, huh?
Exactly. Way to get blocked.
Let's see the events. I think today was the hostiles.
Which is says he's ups 15 right now. So Locutus being a long-term plan as my second active fleet commander isn't making me feel rushed. It's true. He'll come out at some point in time, especially if you're taking the game nice and slow, which is how I would totally recommend playing it, especially after having done not that for so long. I enjoy the game so much more now that I've decided to take it slow. I don't care. Most people can come by and spit on me and I'll blow up, but I can do my events in like 10 minutes. So I'll take it.
Well, you're only competing against yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
Especially
no one
being out
else.
this long, I can't even pretend like I'm still competing with the people I was competing with for the last 3 months.
Well, there's one of the guys in our alliance who sits there and focuses all his building, all of his research as max as he can get it before he jumps to a level.
I know that guy, and I love them.
Yeah, and he's even more so now, which is even better.
Yeah, he was one of the ones I smacked a Rialta into their base yesterday, which it might be time to do that.
He said you said hi.
Yep. I said hi to a lot of people. They're like, we're laughing about it in our alliance chat. I was like, well, tell them all to shield up. I'm going to bed. Night, everybody. Speaking of, I need to do that now. We get back at it next week. Sin, are you going to be hanging out with us again next week?
I am going to do my best. You know, as you know, real life kind of gets in the way a lot of times.
I know.
Especially with elderly parents.
Right.
Well, it's great being back on. Great having you guys back on again. I like chatting with you guys, and I like listening to your streams all the time. So
I like being back. I'm glad you could come join us on stage. I'm glad that we got your microphone and stuff working too. You're welcome anytime, of course.
You jerk. You protected before I could attack you.
I know. I know who's watching me right now. I know who my neighbors are.
Look at who's out there to attack you. Look
I know.
At the ship.
Oh, what'd you do? It's like Kira. Yeah. It's 1 million Kira. I actually sent my baby Jelly out with a speed crew on. What'd you do? Badgie? It's Badgie, isn't it? Yep. Somebody's playing on PC. Oh, man. I did the baby Jelly with the speed crew on it to go blow up the level 17 Separatist because I needed another Tala so I could build it and scrap it. And man, that was a blast from the past, but it was like 250,000 power on a baby Jelly, and I was like, yeah, that would have been nice back then.
Yeah.
Research stacks up a lot.
It certainly does.
Oh,
I
forgot I need to go hit my wife's probably like, hey, you coming to bed?
Right now. You remember how much I gave you?
Yes, I do. It was over 100 billion.
It was more than that. It was more like 200 to 300 billion I gave you.
Well, I was
Nice.
I was under 1 billion, and I was up to 120 billion when we finished.
Oh, was it that much?
Yeah.
Or that little? All right. Take a look what's left now.
That little, it took me an hour to get it all. Yeah, I see that. Wow. But I'll also tell you that thanks to that, I didn't have to slow down on my Defiant. It's completely maxed, so don't worry about leveling up my Mantis and stuff. It's done. My Amalgam's up there. Like, I can finally not worry so much about the ships. Like, I'm limited by the usual stuff for ships now. The
So let me ask
parts
you,
and the materials.
what did you upgrade your Mantis?
It's tier 5.
Don't go further than that.
I'm putting parts on it right now, but I'm not really that worried about upgrading it.
And the reason is because what I'm hearing is the return on investment. It depends what you're looking for. Are you looking to get your parts maximized, or are you looking to get your syndicate rep?
Right now, I am taking the syndicate rep slow because I'm trying to get my crews maxed out first because they're so much more important after level 51 hostiles now. So
I'm
trying to
talking
get them
from
all.
the Mantis,
I
from
know.
what you turn in on the Mantis.
I know. I'm saying I'm trying to worry mostly about getting the like all I'm doing is making sure, because I don't know. I've got to worry about studying again because I've got a boot camp coming up in around a month. So I'm worried about stockpiling in case I can't get on to do anything for a little while. But my biggest thing is I want to make sure that I've got whole fragments available and I'm getting these officers as much as possible. That's the big
Yeah,
thing.
and you do the sting
Twice, 4 times every other day. Yep.
good. But if you can, well, you don't have Tal, but yep, you're right.
Yep.
I can't help it. With Tal, you could, you know, just maximizing your pulls would be a different story.
Yep. That's if I had Tal, it would change a lot of that, and I would just probably go. Outside of that, I do my max pulls on my Actium Venom every time that the Syndicate Ions, or Synthetic Ions every time it comes around. I'm not really that worried about the Synthetic Nitrium, but the research is really important. And then I will definitely devote everything into the max pools for Syndicate XP as often as possible.
The research is important because you're using your mantis to do your hunting, your grinding.
Right, but until I get a G4 rare, which is going to be Ops 46, then it doesn't make sense for me to not use the mantis.
Right, but again,
if I get Tal unlocked, that changes things. But if I don't have Tal, and I'm not, my channel hasn't made money in three months, and it wasn't making a lot of money before we took the hiatus. So Tal is a little bit outside of the budget right now.
I'm going to tell you something right now, though. The one thing that's bothering me about the video,
what,
is your microphone looks like a bomb sitting there in front of your face.
Well, you want me to bring it way over here and you can't hear me?
No, just put it off to your left, maybe.
I put it off to my left. What are you talking about? This is...
Oh.
It's attached to the disc.
I know. But it where you have it sitting there, it disappears with whatever the background is. So it looks like just a floating, Acme bomb from...
That's why I put it exactly where I did, too. Because I can actually see everything. Well, I could. Now I've got it off to the side over here. See? Southpaw Funk says he thinks the mic looks cool. Thank you. It's just floating there.
Well, I like that you like it. How's that?
It's just... Ooh.
Hey, man, it's your bomb on your screen. That's okay.
Yep. Is there a green covering you can put on it so it disappears? Maybe. I just get like a green fabric and stick it on here.
Finally, somebody thinking.
Right. Where was that at? I need to get one. Great. Now I'm going to try to get some green screen fabric and like hang it off over here. See? Girl says cool, Mike. It's the same one that Senap has. He's just got the RGB one, different colors. Tape a green piece of paper on one side. The problem is that the red, because once it's hot, it's red. If I'm talking and it's...
Well, now
it
your
mutes.
mic just...
Yeah, it mutes if I hit that, but it turned the light off. I'd have to get into the firmware probably and change it. So
there's a... no, you don't need a firmware. There's a...
We tried that. The HyperX doesn't work on my model. The HyperX software.
I think you can... The newer version, you can turn off the lights.
Oh, that would be okay. I do like the indicator, though, when we're doing things, so I don't know. But yeah, that would be the next thing, because I could probably end up setting it further out of the way and just toss something green over it. Or I'll do the opposite, and I'll leave that there, and I'll just wear, like, the green turtleneck.
And you have to put the covering over the chair as well.
Yeah, put it over the chair and over me, and it'll just be the microphone. Wife's gonna get mad. She's patient right now. It's all lowercase, but it'll get caps soon. I gotta hop off here, and we'll be back next week.
Okay, well, it was great chatting with you guys again. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you in the next stream.
Yep, sounds
You
great.
got it, buddy. Yeah.
All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
If you look at it quickly, it looks like something you could buy in an adult shop.
See, that's the other thing. I think you're trying to keep it PG,
Yep, there we go. Well, I miss you guys already.
You lie like a dog.
If it is far enough over, it could just crop the webcam frame as well. Yeah, I did that, but I tend to get more animated when I'm moving around, but I think it's safe over there. I could probably do that between now and next week. If it bugs you guys enough, I'll duplicate this so I can move it and just hit the little button and it'll... Where, did you see that, by the way, Synap? We did all the fancy transitions now since last week. So we can do I can head over here and people can go, wait, why's your thing backwards? But the display up over here on who's talking is still the right way. Last week it was mirrored.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I will tell you the font's a little hard to read.
That's mostly about the picture. You can tell who's talking. But I can blow that up if people want it blown up. It's all modular.
Chat font. Talking the chat font.
Oh, on the screen?
Yeah.
That is much harder to try to fit in over there. But we can work with it. It's mostly so that people that are talking between Twitch and YouTube have a way to see what other people are saying, because that's...
Gotcha, but that font is a little squished together.
I can work on it. We can change it. If you hate the font, tell Synap, and he'll tell me. He'll nag me about it for the next
I'm
6
just
days.
giving you creative feedback, you putz.
Oh, how dare you. We can change it. Well, we'll have a vote. I'll tell you what, you can set up a vote on the Discord to have people vote on if we should change the font.
I don't care. Apparently,
you don't.
I'm not reading it.
Yeah, you don't read it. Nuge says fix it, Synap. It's all your fault anyways.
I don't think that's going to happen. It's all my fault. How is it my fault? How do I get roped into it being...
Every time I blow up a ship, it's your fault. I say Synap made me do it.
Well, that's okay. Just KOS us.
There you go, Synap. Stewie just said, oh, that's English in the in-stream chat? It's Somalian.
Thank you. See, I love Stewie.
It's Simish.
Yeah, he can't read it either.
Do that. We should get it set to translate. Like, we'll do some weird chat GPT integration that just translates it into Simlish.
Oh, do not do that.
Yep. We'll do it.
I will get into a fight with Chat GPT.
I'll tell you what I use Chat GPT for is taking the transcripts for the videos. Well, so far the one that I've done. I've taken that one. Most popular languages on our videos are English, Spanish, and French. Actually, it's English, French, and Spanish. So, in that order. So I took it and actually let it change the... Right, we have French Canadians and we have a lot of Latin American people. So I went ahead and took the transcripts and transcribed them with ChatGPT over to those languages and re-uploaded them, which was cool. And then I found out that there's an individual in the Alliance over here who's totally down to help proofread those because they speak both of those languages to make sure that they make sense. And I was like, awesome. So I can go do most of that, like go push it through there and then have them proof it. And I'm going to credit them for helping out the channel stuff. But it's cool what you can do with ChatGPT. I don't even use Google anymore. I'm just like, ChatGPT, make me a sandwich.
Did you watch South Park?
No, I haven't watched
There
it
was
since
an
high school.
episode with the GPT.
Oh, gosh.
And they were using it to respond to texts from their girlfriends. And the girlfriends were like, oh, he's so sweet. He says the greatest things. And they're not even paying attention.
Yeah. I did use it to help me write some stuff on my resume and cover letter and stuff just to see how it would do. And I don't know, inconclusive at this point.
Yeah.
Don't really have a baseline. Haven't sent it to too many people. Maybe I'll just toss it out there and be like, ChatGPT sucks or it's great. Let it write your resumes. Oh, I don't know.
Well, let me know what you get on your job. All right, you got to go. The wifey's sitting there eyeballing you.
I know. I miss you guys already. We might change the chat for Synap and Stewie between now and next week. But thanks everybody for hanging out, and we'll see you again soon. Let's see if there's anybody hanging out in Twitchville that we can go raid, by the way. I don't see anybody online, but let's try.
All right, you guys go. I'll catch y'all later. Nice seeing everybody. Peace out.
Yep. Go through a recruiter. That makes sense. Shalleluja is the only one going on. All right, we don't really have anybody to raid over to, so we're not going to. I don't want to, but I want to stay local and everything. I need to make my career start. Yep. I am trying to transition on to a higher level in my career over the next several years, and hopefully the company that I work for will make some space for it. May not, so I need to make sure that I'm ready to put out applications if I have to. So, but we'll catch you guys next week. Later.